The monk, wow. Like, I'm not going to read through this. I'm just going to scroll it. If you're watching this on demand, you can pause the stream or the video and see what all of these abilities do. But it's quite a kit. There are many Baldur's Gate players who have prided themselves on being able to beat this game solo as a monk. And you absolutely can do it. Your two kits, the Dark Moon Monk and the Sun Soul Monk, are very, very similar to the Cleric kits that I mentioned earlier. The question is, do you want to play an evil monk? Or do you want to play a good monk? Yes, you lose a couple of abilities for each, but you gain some pretty useful abilities in exchange. So, neutrals will obviously play Vanilla Monk, Evil Monk, Dark Moon, Good Monk, Sun Soul. That easy. And then finally the Barbarian. This is one of the most powerful warrior classes that you can get. He gets D12 hit dice. So basically he's got 12 hit points per level if you're playing on normal. And he's got that wonderful, wonderful rage ability that just destroys everything in his path. It is also quite possible to play a solo playthrough using the Barbarian. So what about this button? Multiclass. Ooh, that sounds shiny. Why is it dulled out? Well, we get to why it's dulled out a little bit later into our playthrough. But for now, we're going to go back and actually select the race that I'm going to be playing. And that's half-elf. Basically, all of the demi-humans can select multi-class abilities. And yes, they actually were called demi-humans back then. Yeah. Kind of insulting. I wouldn't tell the elf that they are a demi-human if I were you. But basically, you've got all of these combinations of classes that you can play. For the most part, multi-classing is a pretty powerful option. You need to drag around a thief? Well, you make him better by making him a fighter thief. He's still a good thief. He can still detect traps and unlock doors. But now he can actually fight in the front lines and is much more effective plinking away with that bow. You want to take a healer with you, but you want something with a little bit more punch? You can make a fighter cleric. Now, to be fair, you still have to use the blunt weapons, but you're going to be a lot more effective. Like playing sneaky, clever, crafty characters? Well, you can play a mage thief. Half-elf here can't play a cleric thief. I can't remember which race gets access to that, but that's also a very crafty, clever character. Fighter druid. These have a special place in my heart, mostly because of a companion we're going to be picking up. One very interesting thing of note, this multi-class is a very, very interesting multi-class. Not only do you get the benefits of playing the fighter cleric, but you get all divine spells. All of them. Even though the ranger does not get druid spells until 8th level, from level 1, the cleric, half of this build, can prepare druid spells. So this is the uber divine build. And it's actually very, very effective. I did play around with this a little bit. It's actually a really, really good build. Not the one we're going to go with. We're going to go with the total broken and OP build. You'll notice that you have the option of taking up to 3 classes. And this basically will cover everything but one of the core character concepts. I don't like doing this. Haravan feels that you need to get forced into playing a fighter mage thief if you're playing an evil character. I disagree. I think there are viable thief options for an evil party. But I just don't like doing this. I feel that this is limiting on the power of particularly the center part of the equation here. The mage portion of this does not get very high in level when you divide the experience 3 ways. And I would much rather get this mage level up higher than this can get. Which is why we're going to play the broken option, the fighter mage. So, you're a fighter that can't wear armor. That's not good. But you can make up for that with every single defensive spell a mage has in their arsenal. Which is basically all of them. There is only, I think, one major defensive spell mages don't get. It's a cleric-only spell. But it doesn't matter because you've got Stone Skin. You are literally immune to damage from melee attacks as a fighter. If that's not broken, I don't know what is. And if that's not broken enough for you for some reason, then just imagine the combination of Whirlwind Attack, 10 attacks per round, with Time Stop, up to 5 free rounds. Yeah! That's the stuff. That's the true stinky cheese. So yes, we are going to be playing a fighter mage. Alright, alignment. So, this is not a particularly important decision in Baldur's Gate 1. In Baldur's Gate 2, on the other hand, this is a crucial choice you have to make. You can always play neutral. If you're not sure which way you want to go, you can play neutral. And in fact, because I'm going to try to do as much of the quest as possible, which will require getting as many of the party companions as possible, I'm in fact going to play... I'm going to go with true neutral. True neutral sounds like a very fighter magey kind of thing to me. But this game does a very interesting thing for balancing out good and evil. And in the end, I am very much of the opinion that good comes out ahead. Basically, the more heroic you are, the more good deeds you do, the higher your reputation becomes. And this comes with all kinds of perks. Story rewards. It comes with better prices at the shop. Plus, a lot of the best quest rewards that you can get, as far as both gear and experience points, come with positive reputation gain as well. So it is much trickier to play this game and get the best rewards you can get if you are playing a mercenary playing style, and especially tricky if you're playing an outright evil playing style. So, what do the evil characters get? Well, it's a very interesting thing, actually. Evil characters get the best characters in the game. Nearly every one of the best NPCs in their class, the best party companions, is evil. Especially since the Enhanced Edition. The Enhanced Edition, by far, the best frontline fighter you can get is Dornil Khan. And he is chaotic evil. Best thief you can get in Baldur's Gate 2 is Hexate. Best wizard you can get in Baldur's Gate 1, you have access to a new sorcerer called Baloth, who is amazing. And since the original release of this game, evil parties have had access to Edwin, who is probably pound for pound the best spellcaster in the game. So there's your trade-off. Do you want to get all of the best rewards? Or do you want to get all of the best party members? Interesting little conundrum. Which is why I'm going to go neutral and do both. And we'll go a little bit more into that when I explain reputation later. Hey guys, it's Divine Erdrick. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more content coming soon. You can also follow me at twitch.tv/derdrick or on Twitter at Divine Erdrick. Thanks again.